Screencast 38. Passing context via parameters with report drill-through actions. So in the last time we just created a report drill-through and we just launched a static report, and I want to now add a parameter and that I'm going to use later. Okay? Yeah, and we're going to add a parameter to the destination report, and I need to show you how to work with how to pass in data via that parameter. And what we'll do later on in future screencasts is we'll take advantage of that parameter and do something different in the report. Because right now all the reports just say hello world, right? This time we'll try to pass in some data. So let me close this preview. And we'll go to the destination report, which is where we need to add the parameter. And we'll edit the design. And there you can just see what it says right now. And now we add the parameter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass in the ID of the palette. Okay? So I'll preview it. Now see it's asking for the ID. Okay? And if I try to preview the report, I've already set this up so that it won't give an error if I don't provide it. So let's actually it says a level blank false, so I'm not sure why that's not giving an error, but I can ignore that for right now. Let's resize the text box and just paste it again and copy and paste. A useful time-saving tip, and let's make it red here. The reason I want to do that is I wanted to keep the hello world text, but I want to use this other text box to store the value of the parameter. So you can see I just selected in the expression editor, parameters bang id.value. So whatever I type in there will show through in the report. We covered that basic technique on the earlier screencasts. There's something going on a little bit funny here. I'm switching between the report model and the preview, and it really should be giving me an error because I haven't put in a value. But that, I'll figure out why that is later. I think I may have made some other mistake. If we enter a value, 23132, there you go. You can see it's being rendered, and I'll just put in some other garbage values. There you go. It's rendered. And that's the ID, right? Now we'll go and let's close the preview. And now we go to the source report, the source design. Remember, links are from, these drill-through actions are from design to design. If we preview it, notice what happens. There's an error, but it was working before. And we changed the destination design, but now the source design is freaking out. And basically what's happening here is our Visual Studio tools recognize that an ID parameter has been added, and it's a required parameter. So the reports, this design is being validated, saying, hey, you're missing the value for the ID parameter on your destination link. Okay, so we'll go back to now. How do we get ID there? We could remove the drill through action. We can just refresh it, right? Instead of removing it, and just come up with the parameter, and we'll need to pass in a value. So what value do we pass in? Well, actually, to do a preview, and you'll see we haven't set the ID, right? So it knows that the thing is there now, but we haven't provided a value. But what value do we pass in? We'll just pass in one of the fields, and specifically we'll pass in, of course, fields bang id.value. And now the report doesn't look any different, but it renders correctly. If we click on one of the links, notice I clicked on the first one. Yep, I see the first ID value. And I'll click on a different one, and there we see the second, another one. So the link is working now. We're actually passing in data from the source design to the destination design. It's a very important technique, and we'll make really good use of it in a future screencast. See you then.